Hello everyone, this is Charming Man 90. Ugh! Damn it, I can't see a thing in this.
Why hello everyone, Charming Man 93 here, and it's time to do the AMA you were all hoping for. So, submissions are in. The submission video has now been deleted, I forgot to mention that. But hey, you snooze you lose, it's first come first served. So, now that we've got all that out of the way, let's begin, shall we? And our first question comes from Skull Queen of Glue. What is the worst feminist argument you've ever heard? Well, Skull Queen, that is a very interesting question. It's quite hard. I'd say the worst feminist argument, it has to be definitely that men are the only ones that are violent, the only ones who are oppressive. Basically, all the anti-male arguments are the worst, I'd say. Definitely. It's hard to explain exactly because a lot of them overlap and a lot of them don't make a whole lot of sense, or most of it doesn't make sense. In fact, all of it maybe. And yeah, I think that's definitely the worst. All the anti-male bullshit that they like to brush under the carpet, definitely the worst, because sometimes it can be really subtle or just completely in your face. So, yeah, that's the worst feminist argument I've ever heard. The Woolly Bumblebee asks, who would you prefer to grudge fuck? Jenny McDermott or a one-legged, one-armed, toothless midget who smells like an old tuna fish sandwich? Well, it's not as hard as you think, Bumblebee. I like tuna sandwiches quite a lot, and I don't like Jenny McDermott pretty much, so I'm gonna have to go for the midget. Felthop Returns asks, how many times a week do you, Kevin Logan and Julie Bindel get together for tea? And does Milo ever pop in? Well, I'd say it was once a week, but now it never happens at all because me and Kevin Logan had that fight on Twitter. And Julie Bindel and Milo, well, they got banned by Manchester University, even though they're not my alma mater. But never mind. Sorry, Felthop. We don't go and have tea anymore. But Milo did used to pop in every now and then. Griffix asks, 1. Do you think mild feminists should be shunned or are potential allies? They should never be shunned. I don't think anyone should be shunned if they've got ideas. But potential allies? No, not in my opinion. They're not my allies. I can be friends. Like, I can be friends with them. I mean, they're not fascists or Nazis, you know. Yeah, I can be friends with them. But allies? No. I guess it depends, really. Like, I'd probably ally myself with the likes of Christina Hoff Sommers and Camille Papalia, but by and large, no. I don't think they are potential allies because they still believe in all that bullshit, you know? 2. How do you feel about refugees and how Europe is handling their situation? Well, I don't think most of the refugees are ISIS plants like a lot of people think. There is a danger of that, but I think it's very small. But nonetheless, we do have to take that into account because it is mostly men who are running away from this war-torn area. I don't think Europe is handling it well at all because if it's not the likes of Germany pushing other countries to basically take them all in, there are other countries saying, don't take them in, and we're not allowing countries to decide what they want to do. And if they don't want to let them in, don't let them in. If they want to let them in, let them in. But we've not handled it well at all. Europe is handling it very poorly. But hey, I don't have any idea of what to do, so what can I say? 3. Are you in favour or against monarchies? I'm against monarchies. I don't like the idea of them. I mean, both of us live in countries with monarchies of varying different levels. Yours is a more chilled out monarchy, mine's very much old school. But by and large, I am against them. I don't buy that they bring a lot for the country in terms of money. They don't. They take out of the country more than they give. So, yeah. 4. Would you agree that feminism is for nobody is a massive faggot? Definitely, he is a massive faggot. 5. Do you think O'Megan should wear his big black strap-on to work? Well, he keeps teasing us about what he looks like, so until he shows his face to us, I have to say, maybe he should wear his big black strap-on to work. And then, speak of the devil, O'Megan, aka Cthulhu, asks, 1. How much charm does a charming man have if a charming man lost his charm? Still more charm than Kevin Logan has. 2. Why that voice? Which voice? Do you mean my normal voice? I don't know what you mean, O'Megan. That doesn't make sense. You could at least elaborate. 3. Will you please close the drawers? You come out the closet and I'll close my drawers. 4. Do you love me? Of course I do. 5. Why is Corbyn in charge of the Labour Party? Because he was voted in, that's why. 6. Say Protter job like a farmer please. Protter job! although I said it twice, but who cares? And now, the next batch of questions. Laura S asks, how did you choose your channel name, CharmingMan93? Are you a charming bloke? IRL? I think you probably are. I won't get butthurt if my question isn't selected. I'll still watch and enjoy your AMA video. Well, you're in luck, Laura. It definitely has been answered. Well, okay, well, CharmingMan93 is quite an old username. I don't know how old it is. It's probably nearly 10 years old now. But originally I was creating a new email account back in the day to replace my BT one. And I like Blur, and I like the Smiths, so it makes sense, doesn't it? Charming Man 93, you know, Charming Man, This Charming Man, or Charmless Man by Blur, both two are linked. Charming Man is about the Charming Man, Charmless Man is about the Charmless Man, it's a reference. The Blur song is younger, by the way. And 93 is the year of my birth, obviously. And am I a charming bloke in person? Well, that depends. Some people think I'm very charming, others do not. I myself, it depends how much I drink. And then Erica Lancaster asks, okay, Charming Man 93, where do you see the Western world in 20 years if progressives, feminists and SJWs are not curtailed? I can see us going into a 1984 hellhole, but I don't think it'll be what you lot think it's going to be, because even if they do kind of influence the world, we'll still be having conservatives and Republicans in power in 20 years, etc, etc, but they'll also be influenced by that politics. I mean, they already are anyway, so it's going to be a strange time, but I can't predict that. I will say that we will not be free. We will not be a very free society. And then Brickley2000 asks, what are next week's winning lottery numbers going to be? P.S. Message me the answer privately. We don't want to have to split the prize with everyone, do we? The lottery numbers? Your mum, that's what they are. Agent of Doubt asks, are you an available bachelor? Well, since I'm not going to get married, ever, I'm kinda not really a bachelor, but yeah, I am single, but not for you. And then Poseidon Chichliden asks, quite subtly, latching himself onto Agent of Doubt, I see what you did there. Lol. My question is, as a crusader for truth and justice against the evil hand of Jenny McDermott, what do you think of the 3 messages I posted on Agent of Doubt's weekly flags cap 12, 21, 15 page, and my question to the lady that got her fired? Well, one of your things appeared on my recent video. I didn't see the question, but whatever, it must have been good enough to get that response. And then I Am the Coltrane Man asks, are you in favour or against the European Union? I'm in favour, but it should be what it was meant to be. A trading federation. At least, that's what it was meant to be. It was just a community of trade to help other countries against other markets. I think that's what it's meant to be. I don't think it should be a country. At least, the idea of a united Europe, it doesn't sound bad on paper, does it? But at this moment in time, it's not going to happen. Not in my lifetime. Skasasaskus asks, what is the worst form of internet cancer? I don't know, but whatever it is, it's killing B. Airless Alarm asks, what is the mathematical formula of rare pepes? And then Pepe Le Frog is cancer meme. Well, maybe that's your opinion of what the worst cancer is. A mathematical formula of rare pepes? Well, you're going to have to ask Fiffin, because he's the guy with the maths GCSEs. Oh wait, he doesn't have his GCSEs. Lol. If you didn't know who Jenny McDermott was, and you were in a club, and she was begging for Charming Man's charm in her McDerp, would you? No, because I've got a taste in women. Luke6121 asks, why are you a manslag? Because I'm single. Oz asks, I'm going to hit 1000 real soon. What should I do for a 1000 sub video? An AMA, Oz. Do it! Jolly Green Giant asks, who would you vote for to be President of the United States? Me or that blue-skinned bastard O'Megan? Hashtag vote for Green. End 2016. Well, I can't vote because I'm British, and O'Megan can't stand for President of the United States because he's also British. But I won't vote for you because you're a Green. Meh. Voiq Bogdan84 asks, congrats! If Bill Gates would give you $1 billion gift for your hard-earned accomplishment, only 1 minute to spend the money on specific projects, businesses, charities, what would you do with it? I would make a house and buy all the stuff I've always ever wanted. At least at that moment in time. I wouldn't give it to charity or business. Cito749 asks, to whom on YouTube would you most enjoy saying, you are the weakest link, goodbye? C. Shives and Kevin Logan. Pretty much all the SJWs. Was Lee asks, fuck, marry, kill. Jenny McDermott with herpes, Laughing Witch with an incurable yeast infection, and Steve Shives as a top. You bastard, what am I gonna do? Okay, this is gonna be difficult, people. It would have to be Oh no. Fuck Jenny McDermott with herpes. Hey, you didn't say I couldn't use a condom, by the way. Marry Steve Shives as a top and kill Laughing Witch with an incurable yeast infection. I'm sorry, but there's only so much I can go through. Scuba Guy Steve 2 asks, who is your favourite YouTuber? Ooh, tough. I'm gonna have to say, although I think really this is kind of one in the same, it would have to be The Amazing Atheist and his Drunken Peasants, obviously, because they were the ones who got me into all this, really. I wouldn't have started getting into YouTube video watching the way I do now if it wasn't for him, but there's another question similar to that, so I'm going to save the rest of it later on. Little Miss Funny asks 2 questions. What do you think of Christina Hoff Sommers? She's good. She's good. But she hasn't really done an awful lot for men, has she? What do you think of the men's rights movement? Well, as an egalitarian, I think they're definitely better than the feminists, but time will tell if they do prove to be overall a much better movement. And if, when they once achieve what they're going to achieve, they take a step back, the job is done, the men's movement is over, nothing else is needed to be done. Or will they decide, you know what, we quite like this power, we're going to keep it like the feminists did. But overall, I think they're much better than feminists. Overall, but that's just my opinion and who I've been talking to. Mim Headroom asks, what encouraged you to start making videos? Also, why do you love London so much? London must be nuked from orbit and its dangerous house prices also nuked. Just joking. Don't kill me, Cameron. And what encouraged me to start making videos? Well, it's linked to the Scuba Guy question. Well, I just first started watching The Amazing Atheist and other atheist YouTubers, and then Gamergate hit, and I was already in a podcast at that time. I then left the podcast in December, and then I started making videos in April. This channel's quite old, really, if you think about it, but I've only been active recently. Really, I think it was just watching Sargon and all the others, and eventually I just thought, you know what, I've got to do this, I have to do this. And lo and behold, here I am, 840 subs later, so I hope that answers your question, Mid-Headroom. But I guess as an aside to that, a little addendum, I also just can't stop being silent now. I've got to start putting my voice out there, and if people don't like it, they don't like it, whatever. If they like it, they like it, but I have to say something, and goddammit, I'm gonna say it. PSS2 asks, what makes you so charming? Oh, it has to be the accent, really, hasn't it? Gamotron asks, who would win in a fight between you and the Armoured Skeptic? On the one hand, he is armoured, but on the other, you look more slippery. And of course, the obligatory question, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I do not science, bitch. I would definitely win between me and the Armoured Skeptic. I'm also armoured, don't forget. And also, I think I'm much more original than Armoured Skeptic. I mean, what does he do? All he does is rips off Logic and thingy, Red Letter Media, little weird avatar. Logic has got the guy in the morph suit and the hat and the suit. Armoured Skeptic, a man in armour, in a suit. Logic has his girlfriend, his sexy girlfriend as well on his videos. So does Armoured Skeptic. And then of course the Red Letter Media influencers are there with the, you know, skits and the Armoured Media thing. I'm only joking, I do like Armoured Skeptic. So I would definitely win in a fight with him. Plus he's Canadian. They're easy. Squeaky the First asks, why do you do what you do? Because I do not like social justice warriors, I do not like the crazy right-wingers, I do not like crazy religious people, I don't like crazy ideologues in general, plus I love video games and art, all sorts of stuff, and I don't like to see it getting censored, and I think it's about time my voice is heard. I'm not asking you why you suck transsexual cock for pennies. That's your own business. What I'm asking is, what motivated you to start your channel and talk about what you talk about? Well, I've already explained it, Squeaky. Go back past your bedtime. And then Performance Art asks 2 questions in a really silly way. You know what? You could just reply to yourself with these questions. The first one is, what is hanging out of that drawer behind you?
Your soul.
And finally, my second question. In turn-based bitch-slapping competition between Laughing Witch and Jenny McDermott, using only right hand while sitting on left, would Laughing Witch prevail, taking advantage of her body frame and fat-filled, slap-absorbing cheeks? Or Jenny McDermott taking advantage of her horse-like dexterity, huge yeti palms, and lack of possibility of sustaining brain damage due to deficient number of brain cells? Well, on current form, it has to be Jenny McDermott, because Laughing Witch has gone very quiet recently, despite being involved in all this drama. But yeah, Jenny McDermott is going to win at the moment. And that's it, people. that's been the AMA. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. So until next time, see you all later.